Hey guys, I'm Chef Kirti Labra from the Bake Along series, and today I'll be teaching you the best blueberry frosting, which you can pair with almost any cake, cupcake or dessert. For this frosting, we will first melt some white chocolate, which we will fold into the fluffy unsalted butter, and as this is a blueberry frosting, we'll be using some fresh blueberries to get that nice purple color and rich berry flavor. So before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel and have hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any new recipes that we share. Okay, so here we have some white chopped chocolate. We will melt it in a microwave. If you want, you can also use compound chocolate for this recipe, but for the best flavor, using a good quality couverture is a must. As I'm using a microwave, I will only heat the chocolate for 20 to 30 seconds at a time, as this will prevent the chocolate from burning. In case you do not have a microwave, you can also use a double boiler for the melting process. Once our chocolate is completely melted, we will keep this aside as it's really hot right now, and adding chocolate at this temperature can melt our unsalted butter. So while our chocolate is cooling down, let's start creaming our unsalted softened butter. So here we have a large bowl in which I'll place the softened butter. For any buttercream frosting, always use butter that is unsalted and softened. So as you can see, our butter has become pale and super fluffy, which means it's time to add in some sugar. Now to avoid that gritty texture in the frosting, I'll first dilute the sugar with some liquid. For this, I'm going to add some milk into the sugar and mix it until it gets completely dissolved. This one trick will always give you silky and smooth buttercream frosting. With this, it's time to add our sugary milk into the butter, and then we'll again start with the mixing until the milk gets completely incorporated. This mixing process can take some time as we are trying to emulsify the water present in the milk with the butter. So once our frosting looks like this, it's a sign to add in our white chocolate, which has become warm. So our chocolate is nicely incorporated into the buttercream frosting. It's time to add in some salt to elevate the overall flavor of the frosting. Followed by vanilla bean paste. Here I'm simply going to mix the frosting with a spatula. Now to give our frosting that fresh blueberry flavor, here we have some blueberry puree, for which all you have to do is simply blend the blueberries in a grinder. Adding this homemade puree will give us a rich blue color and small pigments of blueberry in the frosting, which I personally love to see. Lastly, we are going to add in a few drops of blueberry essence. And with this, our frosting is ready. You can use this frosting like any other. So feel free to pipe it, spread it, or make swirls on a cake. I can't wait for you to try this recipe and tell me what do you think about the texture and taste.